When you shot the Get Money video, how was that like?
I mean, again, I was so green. Like, it's weird because that's another thing. Like, I was just talking about, like in this day and age, everything with like social media and internet and people's perception or whatever, like it's really like you don't really have a win in anything. And I say that to say, like, I was just doom scrolling one day and I came across this post, and it was just a random post on somebody's page that was like, yeah, Big had Charlie Baltimore portraying Faith Evans in the Get Money video. And I've talked about this 9,000 times where, I always tell people my story, which is I wasn't portraying her. In my mind, I wasn't portraying her. I just so happened to have blonde hair. Big was trying to get me to dye it back, but he wasn't telling me why to dye it back. He's just like, I don't think you should have blonde hair in the video. I'm not even thinking about the song lyrics or any of that because I'm young. I've never been in a video. I don't know like how people like I'm not even thinking about any of that. I'm thinking about, oh, I'm about to be in a video and I have blonde hair. But I say all that to say I comment on the post and I just say, no, that's not true. Like, I'm just bored. I never really ever do that, but I was just bored and I was like, no, that's not true. I just so happened to have blonde hair at the time. When I tell you it was so many people going in like, oh, I hate a liar. Stop lying. And I'm like, damn, like, I can't even tell the truth without somebody telling me, at this point, like in this day and age, it's like all that social media stuff, like, you don't have no wins. People are going to make their own narrative, their own judgment. At this point, it's just like, why even bother trying to, give a person the real version of any story? Because someone's always going to create whatever narrative they want to create. Like, as far as like the Get Money video, like you said, it was fun. I had a good time. I had never been in a video before, so, it was a new experience. I didn't realize like years later, because there was no social media back then, but I didn't realize like years later people would be like, oh, she's being Faith or whatever. I'm like, definitely not what I was doing, but it is what it is. Can't get away from that.
It sounds like it was an inside thing where Big he wanted you to portray Faith, but he didn't tell you.
No, he wasn't, because if that was the case, he wouldn't have kept telling me to dye my hair dark. He was like, dye your hair, back black or dark or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's too hard to get it blonde. And, I was just stuck on it. And if he would have just told me why, then I probably would have did it. But I'm not thinking about any of that because I'm young and I'm green. And, I don't know. I've never been in anybody's video. I'm just excited to be in a video. I'm not thinking about anything else, not lyrics, not people's perception of it. I'm just not thinking about that. That's just not what was on my mind. So,
Was he open with you about how he was messing around with Little Kim and Faith?
um, I mean, Faith, obviously I knew about. He said they were separated, but Kim I didn't know about for a while. I didn't know about that for a good while.
And how did you find out, respectfully?
I'm trying to remember. Huh. I think we were um I think we were on the road or something. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. I think we were on the road or something, and they had a show, she had a show with them or something, and they got into some sort of argument, and the argument was basically over me. So that's when I kind of like was like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. But everybody was a kid. So you're not dealing with people that have the most, you know, best grasp of logic. Everybody is gonna be doing wild stuff around this time at these ages, especially Big. He's young, he's got, what I'm saying, access to everything. So of course he's not he's not logically knowing how to deal with these type of situations. So it was just always chaotic when it came to like, especially women. Like, again, I don't hold grudges about any of this stuff. It was just stuff that we did. We were kids and it is, it is what it is. It's really not that deep.